The goodbye that shatters every narcissist. That's the title of this video. A narcissist anticipates many things: admiration, attention, pursuit, even conflict. But there's one thing they rarely prepare for, that is a quiet final goodbye. Not the dramatic kind, not the kind filled with tears, pleading, or long explanations. The kind that comes with warning, without chaos, without giving them one last chance to reclaim control. It is the goodbye that says, I see you clearly now, and I choose myself. For a narcissist, this is not just rejection. It is the collapse of the illusion they built around you. When the mask falls, the mirror becomes unbearable. A narcissist does not bond the way others do. They attach for validation, for control, for reflection. You are never just a person, you are a source. When you live for good, you withdraw attention. That is their fuel. You reject their version of reality. You expose their inability to truly connect. This goodbye is not painful because they lost love. It is painful because they lost control. To someone who feeds on control, your freedom feels like betrayal. The most powerful goodbye is often silent. No long message, no final confrontation, no emotional closure. Just absence. The narcissist is left in a vacuum where their manipulation has no target. Their words echo without response. Their power dissolves. Silence forces them to sit with something they avoid at all costs: themselves. A man once tried to trap a bird in a golden cage. He fed it, praised it, and admired its beauty. One day the bird flew away without a sound. The man did not miss the bird's song. He missed the control of its wings. Narcissists thrive on reactions. Anger fuels them. Tears validate them. Arguments engage them. But indifference is devastating. When you walk away without reacting, you send a message louder than words that you no longer matter to me. And that is something their ego cannot easily process. The loudest goodbye is the one that says nothing at all. When you stop explaining yourself, one of the final steps before a true goodbye is this. You stop explaining, you no longer defend your choices, clarify your feelings, justify your boundaries. You realize something simple yet powerful. They never intended to understand you. The goodbye that shatters them is the one where you stop trying to be understood by someone committed to misunderstanding you. Peace begins where explanation ends. The real goodbye doesn't happen when you leave physically. It happens when you no longer care how they feel about you. It happens when their approval stops mattering. It happens when their criticism no longer wounds you. That emotional detachment is what truly breaks the dynamic. They can sense it and it terrifies them. A woman once stood in a storm, begging the wind to stop. One day, she stepped indoors and closed the door. The storm continued, but it no longer touched her. After this kind of goodbye, many narcissists attempt to return, not out of love, but out of necessity. They may apologize suddenly, promise change, act vulnerable, recreate the good times. This is not transformation, it is strategy. They are trying to reopen the door you finally closed. There's a proverb that says, a closed door confuses the one who thought they owned the house. A goodbye that shatters a narcissist has one defining quality: finality. No maybe later, no let's see how things go, no emotional loopholes. You are done and they feel it, because for the first time they cannot rewrite the ending. Ambiguity feeds control, finality destroys it. At first they may try everything: calls, messages, mutual contacts, social media tactics, but when you remain unreachable, something shifts. They are forced to confront a reality they hate. You are no longer within their reach. A fisherman cast his net into the sea every day. One day the fish learned to swim deeper. The fisherman did not lose the fish, he lost his access. Narcissists rely on narratives. You need me, you'll come back, you can't do better. Your goodbye destroys these beliefs. You prove you can live, you can survive, you can thrive without them. This is not just rejection, it is contradiction. And contradiction destabilizes them. Nothing shakes a lie more than a living truth. While they struggle to process your absence, something powerful happens on your side. You begin to reclaim your identity, your voice, your peace. The goodbye that shatters them is the same one that restores you. The door you close on pain is the door you open to yourself. Many people wait for closure before leaving, but with a narcissist, closure is rarely given. The truth is, closure is not something they give, it is something you take. Your goodbye becomes your closure. A man waited years for an apology that never came. One day he stopped waiting. That was the day he became free. Outwardly, they may act unaffected, move on quickly, replace you. But internally, something lingers: confusion, frustration, ego injury, because your departure was not on their terms. The wound that shows no blood often hurts the deepest. The hardest part of this goodbye is maintaining it. You may feel tempted to check on them, respond just once, reopen communication, but every step back weakens your freedom. The goodbye only shatters them if it remains intact. A door reopened invites the storm back in. In the end, the goodbye that shatters every narcissist is not loud, dramatic, or vengeful. It is calm, certain, complete. It is the moment you choose yourself without apology. And in that moment, everything changes. For them, it is a loss of control. For you, it is the beginning of power. The strongest goodbye is the one spoken by a soul that has finally remembered its worth. Now, remember this thing about a narcissist. Narcissists are master manipulators. They lack empathy. They are very selfish, self-centered, self-absorbed, egocentric, egotistic individuals. They only know how to take, and they rarely give. And if a narcissist gives, they have ulterior motive. They use, then they discard others. There's a reason why narcissists are called master manipulators. Because what they need from you is to control you, to control everything about you. They want to destroy you. They want to punish you. A narcissist needs constant admiration, constant praise, constant attention, constant validation, constant recognition and acknowledgement. When dealing with a narcissist, just know these are boastful, arrogant creatures who have these fantasies of power. They believe they are special, they are unique, they are more important than everybody else. They have this grandiosity, belief, nature in them. So when you're dealing with a narcissist, just know you're dealing with this kind of a creature who lacks empathy. So the goodbye that shatters every narcissist is what I've discussed in this video. So please, if you found the video helpful, don't shy away from clicking that like button or dropping a comment. And hey, you can share this video widely to all those who may need it. Thank you. Catch you later in the next video.